Hello, everybody. This is Gail Craft here, and I am talking to you today about the stages of change. And the reason that I want to cover this today is that, quite interestingly, the first presentation I ever gave back in, I want to say 2012, as an entrepreneur and as a coach was on navigating change. Why? I am a frustrated, retired, done with project manager, and change management and risk management is what that was all about. And so I was very comfortable about talking about this. And what is interesting is change is what I deal with my clients all the time. So let's talk about, from a business perspective, the impact of change in a business to the individual. For example, and I personally went through this, I can't tell you how many reorgs I went through, how many layoffs I had to facilitate or be part of, how many businesses I transitioned to, and the process is the same. So for example, so the first is you're a little bit like nervous. Can I handle this? Is this something I can cope with? Change is a little bit scary. And then maybe at least something good is going to come out of it. Another thought process. These all run through your mind so quickly. I know they ran through mine and they still do. What impact will this have? And how will it affect me? Most importantly, am I safe? And am I a little bit nervous? This is going to impact me. How? This is bigger than I thought. Okay, so now you're getting a little bit of fear. And now you can either deny and push back the change. You're feeling it as a threat, even if the change is good. You're getting married. That's my perfect example. The bride, the groom, they go through this. This is where they have that little bit of doubt because there's change that's going to happen, even if you wanted it. I was the huge initiator of change. And as I was implementing the change, I still had a little bit of fear that this is scary, what this is going to mean. Maybe I really don't want to do this. And then with this change, who am I now? If I identify with the situation that I'm in, and that situation is changing, who am I? So it's really important when I work with folks that they identify with self so that any change, self never changes. That is a constant. You are the constant. So I might have gotten a little depressed, maybe even angry again, because I don't see who I am. And so like I said, I might get angry. There was a time when I did get really angry and I really didn't like who I became. Or what I help you understand is I now see the possibilities of who this person is. And in that, seeing the potentialities and seeing the possibilities and releasing the guilt, the shame, the anger, the fear, releasing that releases the pressure. And then I can work at this and it can be a good thing. Now, in working with clients, there are many phases that we go through for change, many phases that I go through with change. And the first is recognizing that something needs to change. The second is kind of reflecting back. And then the final is when you have released, how do you integrate that into who you are? So from a personal perspective, from a business perspective, managing change is managing change, whether it's in a business environment, in your own business environment, in your relationships, or in yourself. Change is constant. Change is scary. Change has you re-identify who you are. And so it's really important to understand what the process is and really embrace that process. And quite frankly, work with someone who can get you to the integration stage. What does this mean for me now? What does my life look like 3 months from now? How do I change? And how do I intentionally become this new archetype, not the new being? You are always you, but there's a new role that you need to play with this change that you have chosen or has been pushed upon you. It's there. Navigating change in your life, seek help. I know I go through it constantly, and it can happen like that, or it can take a while for me to process, depending on what I'm working with. Thank you so much for listening to me. Everyone, have a great day and embrace your change no matter where you are.